Okay, Fredericton, farmers market, food. Speaking of food, there's a nice turkey. No, the turkeys.
Or food?
Turkeys. Okay.
Turkey.
Oh, I'm getting personal here. Okay, it's okay. Now, you were leader of the Green Party.
Right.
You ran the last provincial election as leader, even though CTV didn't want you in the debate. I still say that was a mistake. It didn't happen to me. I didn't forget. Right. And then Be Power, the sale and Be Power, that was a heavy issue. Yeah. And now we got David Alward, nice guy. We always say that, nice guy. Yeah. But he's stubborn as he's pig-headed when it comes to the issue of shale gas. So, you have an opinion about shale gas? What's going on lately?
Well, the Premier will know, and I might have mentioned to you before, he invited me into his office and we had a wonderful conversation for well over an hour.
When was this?
A
year ago?
After he was elected Premier, about 3 or 4 months into his term, I think it was. And he just sat down and he said, look, if there's things you want to say, you want to say. So I just kept moving from issue to issue to issue to issue. And I told him at the time that, in my opinion, the single biggest issue that he would face would be the debate over shale gas. That it would be as bigger than MB Power in terms of its grassroots appeal, that people would have an opinion about it one way or the other. And for sure, I thought, in my opinion, the majority of people would be against it, especially people who lived in the geographical area or felt threatened by a well. They would be mostly against it, and it would haunt him till the... And it's like, just look at the evidence, look at what it can potentially do. And so we look at Nova Scotia right now, and Nova Scotia is dealing with millions of liters of shale wastewater, chemically induced wastewater, and they don't know what to do with it. They're in a conundrum. They can't put it down the drain.
8 million liters.
8 million liters. So that's a real issue. So here we are. So right there you can see, like, what are these? Just hold off on the shale gas until we find out what Nova Scotia is going to do with their 8 million liters of, because we're talking about creating 1 billion liters of water. I mean, are we idiots? Oh my goodness.
Do we need the money that bad?
No. Look, if we faced facts, we could solve the financial issue in it's a political solution, but no, the shale gas is not going to bring in any revenue of significance. And that was what's so disturbing about, I have a lot of respect for former Premier Frank McKenna. I see him, and if I see him, I want to say hello to him and talk to him and ask him about his family and all this. But that nonsensical speech that he gave in St. John about how shale gas is going to pay off the deficit of New Brunswick and and the whole energy thing is just complete. Well, it's nonsense, and saying that he did it on the back of an envelope. So look, if the Liberal leader of the day, Brian Gallant,
follow me. I don't want you to catch a cold. That's what happens when you get these live interviews. Let's go under shelter.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's it. There, come on going. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a vlog. It's a video.
So.
Yeah.
What's happening now?
Oh, sorry. Wrong guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is if Brian Gallant stuck with his position of a moratorium at the very, very minimum, if not an outright ban on it altogether, he would have an issue which defines him. That would sort of say, okay, what's the difference between Alward and this and that? And you start to put little things in your plus and minus column. And if he says, look, we're not going to do the shale gas bit because we just don't know enough about it, and there's enough to be afraid of to stop the progress in that, and let's just deal with other ways we can deal with our issues and find out a way and do it. To me, shale gas is a very bad issue to own for whoever owns it.
David Alward said it wasn't his platform. No, nobody reached the platform.
That's not true. It was a very, vague. I can't remember the words, but I remember looking it up, and it was, a very vague statement about we will pursue energy options or whatever. Well, anybody could read over that sentence, and you can't go back and say, see, we told you, when you didn't tell us. You sort of made some vague reference to pursuing energy options or whatever it is. So, like, people see through that, so you got to be real careful about making claims like we told you, we did it,
like Hitler, his platform, your eyes, when I mentioned Hitler, your eyes roll, is just that when Hitler was elected chancellor or whatever, the economy was bad, and people voted for him. If they would have read the platform that 6 million Jews was going to be executed, I don't think that he would have got in.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you maybe the citizens should read the platform of political parties.
Well, even reading the platform, I don't know what reading the platform would have done for them, say, that would give them people aren't interested in all issues. Very, very few people are interested in all issues. They can't absorb all the issues, so they trust their government to do the right thing.
And David Alward didn't win because of David Alward. He won because of Sean Graham.
I think there was a bit of that. So they say governments lose, and probably it was because Sean had staked his claim on NB Power at least, and made a few missteps on other things. And it was a close call. It wasn't a landslide victory for him. But Alward looked honest and soft-spoken and thoughtful.
Oh, yeah.
Likable.
Yes,
very New Brunswick style.
Yes,
fits
royal,
right in.
royal area, farmer.
If you didn't know, you wouldn't know that he was the premier.
No, exactly. One more thing. It's true, so true. You've been around in this a long time. You was any trouble in Kent County this summer with Shale Gas, the protesters, and everything? Let's get a prediction from you.
I'm not in touch with the movement anymore. I'm out of
Shale Gas going to Kent County.
Yeah.
Now, do you think the citizen, the native, the Acadians, and the English, is that the perfect storm?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know who they. It's like, what do you want to have, an army against your people? You really want to go to war with your people in a kind of like aggressive manner, like you're getting this whether you like it or not, and you're talking about water. You're talking about our very precious natural resources. We've already screwed up the debt, and we've already screwed up a lot of things. But if we could create a natural legacy for our future generations in forestry and water and preservation and nature preservation, we have a fantastic future, but we can't take these kinds of outlandish risks. I think they're just way, way, way off in dreamland when they're talking about shale gas solving any kind of problems in New Brunswick. What they're doing is opening up a whole superstore of problems, and they don't have the vision to look beyond the door. They don't have it. They're just like, there's our chance, let's do it, and aren't we brilliant? But where are the jobs in shale gas? Go look at the natural pipeline down there in Lincoln. And I'm not against the natural pipeline, but absolutely zero people employed down there. It's a pipe. Right? That's all it is.
Where's that? Where's that?
Down in Lincoln. You can see the sort of.
Oh, is there? Is there a pipeline there?
Yeah.
What kind of pipeline?
The natural gas pipeline.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's right.
Sort of, I think from where it comes under the river and comes up and out again.
Okay, I've never seen it.
But there's no jobs employed along the pipeline. Once you build it, and who builds it? The people who build pipelines. Do they live here? No, because there's no pipelines to be built here. So they bring all their workers in here naturally. What are you going to do? Say, no, Charlie, I know you've been building pipelines for me for the last 20 years, but we're going to New Brunswick and we're only going to hire New Brunswickers. It's silly. Okay? So it's a little pop in the building, okay, supplies and things like that. But in the end, compared to any kind of sustainable benefits, there's none. There's none.